In Negros Occidental, the word refine has sat side by side with the word sugar for almost 100 years, so much so that the province's main commodity of refined sugar has come to be synonymous with Negros. At the center of this long history is tubo or sugarcane, the tall perennial grass that undergoes a dazzling transformation in the quest for refinement. For nearly a century, the windfall from the sugar trade had ushered in an era of gentility, culture, and an extravagant lifestyle. Even today, the polished sheen of Sugarlandia remains in the high visibility of upscale real estate, shopping malls, and luxury cars. It is as if the worldwide collapse of the price of sugar in the 1980s did not happen, leaving prominent hacienderos or plantation owners bankrupt and hundreds of sacadas or migrant contractual laborers and their families starving, even dying. The Unrefining Sugarlandia exhibit reveals the attempts of Negrense artists to scratch at the shiny veneer of Negro society, to look more closely at their surroundings, to confront their past, and to question notions of progress. It is not excessive to say that the massive sugar industry in Negros was birthed in a death. From 1850 to 1893, approximately 300,000 people left the economically dead weaving towns of Panay Island and crossed the seas to nearby Negros Occidental, creating what is generally considered as the largest single migration in Philippine history. In turn, their arrival, mainly as manual laborers in the fertile fields, spurred the growth of the sugar plantation economy for which Negros has become known. As this exponential population growth spawned numerous human settlements and enlivened local economic activity, it also took away life, as forests were cut down to make way for living spaces, townships, sugar mills, and more haciendas or plantations. In the last few decades, another kind of death, birth, and migration have been taking place. With the bankruptcy and closure of some plantations and sugar centrals, numerous farm workers and mill employees have lost their source of livelihood and have had to seek their fortune in the urban setting as odd job laborers in construction sites, retail businesses, and anywhere they can procure a daily wage. And with the conversion of vast tracts of sugarland into sprawling housing subdivisions and upscale malls, the denizens of these lands, human, animal, plant, have had to relocate, resettle, reinvent, or else recede. Negros in recent years has benefited from a proliferation of glossy publicity about its many pleasurable attractions, from paid advertisements and social media posts there has emerged a sweet vision of what make up the province. Laid-back living, calorific delicacies, romantic colonial-era mansions, idyllic sugarcane fields, dancers with perpetual grins, high-end real estate and luxury cars. Indeed, Negros now is pictured not quite unlike its self-indulgent image before the debacle of the worldwide sugar price crash in the 1980s. Looking beyond the shiny polish that has once again coated their province, these Negrense artists have produced artworks that expose what touristic write-ups fail to see. They point out the compulsive habit of all strata of local society to gossip and malign. They rebel at the betrayal and self-interest of those elected to serve the people. They chafe at the descent to thievery even by wide-eyed children. They despair of dreams being stifled by the confines of the City of Smiles. They reimagine what it is to be a modern-day sacada or migrant contractual worker. They discover that the contemporary urban laborer is also a sacada. By no means a comprehensive unpacking of truths, these works serve as reminders that not everything can be coated with sugar. For over a century, sugarcane has been planted, harvested, milled, and traded in Negros Occidental, in the process developing characters in key roles in the socio-economic and political narrative of the province. In the stage that is the campo, or sugarcane field, the haciendero or plantation owner is but one of the actors, even as he may claim to have top billing as he issues commands to farm workers. The paintings and sculptures in this gallery room reveal that from the artist's vantage point, it is in fact the tapacero or harvester and the sacada or migrant contractual laborer that possess the dominant presence, and thus are deserving co-stars by virtue of their sheer number and their relentless, pitiful plight. And with the stage entry of the disruptive forces of mechanization, call centers, overseas foreign worker remittances, and the importation of high fructose corn syrup, the unremitting drama of Negros' sugar industry is decidedly on the verge of a new act, placing the entire cast in suspense over plot twists, new lead characters, and possible reversals of fortunes.